I know the title can sound pretty sad and depressing, but hear me out on this. Losing confidence can be both a bad and a good thing in this instance, and I will try my best to explain why. When I was younger, I had a pretty big ego when it came to making art. I was also a good student and got good grades when I was in school, so technically it wasn't the only thing I was good at. But to me, it was the only thing I had going for myself. I was a lonely kid, and art was something I had carried with me through all the ugliness my early life had brought me. I was always known as the quiet art kid, so I thought, wow, at least I am remembered by this thing I am constantly doing. Was I great at art in that case? Well, depends who you ask. Honestly, I thought I was way better than I was in reality. I think that was due to many factors. Like I said, I was a lonely kid, and at one point I really didn't have any friends, if my older siblings didn't count. And when I made art, people encouraged me and told me I was good. But that's about it. I never really got constructive criticism. I don't know if many people told me where I could improve upon, and I didn't have any art friends that I could rely on and compare my art to. I stayed in a comfortable bubble and only drew things that I was comfortable drawing, which meant a lot of headshot drawings of characters. A lot of them. I recently went through an old sketchbook from my middle school days, and the sketchbook was pretty much full of only those sort of drawings in it, and the characters all looked the same to me. And because I only drew things I was comfortable drawing, my improvement was very slow, almost stagnant at times. I regret not practicing anatomy and other basic things early on, and that I only drew in an anime style. I am frustrated to admit this, but my art teacher from middle school was right. Anime style was holding me back. I also gave up easily when it came to things that felt too difficult, and went back to things that felt easy to compensate for it. Such as when I tried drawing digitally for the first time when I was around 16 or 15 years old, but gave up on it pretty early on because it felt too different and overwhelming compared to, let's say, drawing on a piece of paper. I only began to practice drawing digitally again in 2019 when I was around 19 years old. Then again, I can't be too mad at myself. Escapism was a thing that kept me going back then, and in my case, watching anime, drawing things related to it, and imagining my own stories, no matter how bad most of them were, was something that brought me joy. I was also a lot more sensitive back then, so maybe I didn't need someone to come and tell me that I wasn't as great as I thought I was in the thing that I was passionate about. In recent years, I sort of had a wake-up call on things that I need to improve upon. Let's call it the ego death of an artist, losing the confidence I previously thought I had on my skills. That isn't to say I hate the art that I make today and can't be proud of the pieces I spend hours on. I just want to be more critical towards my own art and take more time to improve on things. I also have friends now, people that I can rely on, that inspire me to improve. No matter how much I can criticize my younger self, I just mostly wish I didn't need to be so alone, so isolated, that I could only be inspired by fiction. I still am inspired by fiction, but I have also seen how much real life has come to inspire my art. And while it is good that I don't think I am better than I am in reality, I funnily enough want to relearn how to be confident in myself. Oftentimes what holds me back now is that I fear I am not good enough for something, or that I don't possess the skills for certain things, even if I did in reality. That's when people around me have to nudge me forward and encourage me to do things. I want to try my best to drive myself forward too, and learn to be more confident in myself and what I have learned so far, not just dwell on things that I have yet to learn. So, what was the point of this video exactly? Is it good to be confident in yourself and your art? I would say mostly yes. Of course, it is good to be proud of things you have created yourself. They are your own creations. Of course, you need to be proud to a certain extent. But it is also important not to be blind on things you can still improve upon. None of us are perfect after all. But then again, this is just from someone who eats and breathes art. If you are someone who wants to keep art as a casual hobby, you don't necessarily need to be so hard on yourself. Mostly, this is just something I wanted to yap about, as it is something that's been on my mind a lot. And I haven't made a talking video like this for some time. I hope this was somewhat enjoyable to listen to. Something I forgot to mention here was that while giving constructive criticism is a good thing to receive for the most part, you should only give it to someone who truly wishes for it, not to some random stranger on the internet who just wants to share their art for the joy of creation. And bullying someone due to their art style should never be normalized, even if it is sometimes, unfortunately, in certain spaces on the internet. Looking at you, TikTok. Anyways, I wish you all a good day or night. Bye for now.